This all comes as the president is demanding Congress revise the latest coronavirus relief package to include $2,000 payments to Americans instead of the current $600. NewsNation Washington, D.C. correspondent Joe Khalil joins us live from the nation's capital tonight with a look at how the process for changing the legislation would play out. Joe.
Yeah, Marnie, so after the president said that he wanted that increase from $600 to $2,000 checks, Democrats said that's fine with them. They had been pushing throughout the negotiation process for a higher stimulus check, and so that's what's going to happen. Tomorrow, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Democrat leaders are going to put that on the floor. They're going to, on Christmas Eve, this would be an increase in those checks, $2,000, and they're going to try to get it approved by what's called unanimous consent. Essentially, that means it automatically passes unless at least one member of the House objects to it. Now, we're going to read between the lines here. This is very clearly what's called a show vote. Democrats know very well it's not going to pass because there are a number of Republicans that oppose these checks. Many Republicans wanted zero as opposed to any stimulus check, let alone $2,000. But there is real frustration among Democrats, and Congressman Charlie Crist from Florida took some questions from reporters about that frustration. He laid out their view on it earlier today.
I think he's right. I think that we do need more for our fellow citizens. I only wish that the president would have weighed in before we voted on it. That would have been kind of, helpful. This is not that helpful. And I'm sorry he's decided to do it this way, but he has his own style, as we know. So we'll see what happens. But again, I think it would have been really nice of him to let us know that he was willing to go higher.
So again, many Republicans have spoken publicly about these negotiations, and they were opposed to more money for stimulus checks. So we are expecting that to happen. They're going to object tomorrow, and this is not going to move forward. Again, members of the House and Senate have left for the holiday, so they're going to have to return to Washington and, make this objection tomorrow. But again, very unlikely. The measure would have to clear the same hurdle in the Senate if the very unlikely case happens that it actually goes through the House. And Senator Mitt Romney articulated why most Republicans oppose this deal.
I can assure you our Democrat friends are very happy to spend additional funding. Let me note, however, that if we went to from $500 to $2,000 per person, that the additional borrowing would be almost up to $500 billion. And someone's got to pay for that. We can't just, have free money. I mean, there's got to be taxation. We have to pay interest on the debt.
Now, the ball is really in President Trump's court at this point because we're not sure what he's going to do. He could potentially veto the entire spending and COVID relief bill. If that happens, Congress would have to scramble back here to Washington and vote to potentially override his veto. That would send the government into a shutdown, however, if he does that. Again, we'll have to see in the next couple of days how this all plays out. Reporting live tonight in Washington, D.C., Joe Khalil, NewsNation.